Hi guys, welcome back. And I know it's been a while. I really apologize for not posting anything for a month, but we are back now and we are back with phases of play. I recently saw an interview from Jose Mourinho and Ralph Rangnick. They elaborated the game of football into, Jose Mourinho said it was 4 phases of game, and Ralph Rangnick says 5, and I'm going to try and defy both of these geniuses and say it's 6 phases of game, and I'll elaborate why. Starting with Jose Mourinho, he said the game of football is divided into 4 phases. Number 1 is attacking phase. Number 2 is defensive phase. Number 3 is attacking transition. And number 4 is defensive transition. Ralph Rangnick added that there is one more phase of play, which is set pieces, which is very true. But this is not entirely just like one phase. I would say it's 2 phases. So attacking set pieces and defensive set pieces, meaning corners, throw-ins, even game starts and goal kicks, all of these in both phases, so defensively and attacking. This video is meant for anyone who is a new coach or a aspiring coach or a player or has little bit experience as to how do you think strategically or analytically about the game of football. It is classified as what you call an invasion sport. So you're trying to invade into opponent territory. 2 things are very important for this. Number 1 is how much space do you have around the ball or where on the pitch you are, and time. So how much time you have around the ball or how much time the player on the ball has, or vice versa. So if you think of these 2 concepts as a generalized principle of playing football, then denying space and denying time is a defensive tactic, and providing space for the person on the ball and providing time for the person on the ball is an attacking tactic. So within this framework, we'll go through all 6 phases of game, and let's see how you can think about this game within this framework. So let's start with the attacking phase, and the attacking phase usually is divided into 3 sections. So basically, if you saw my previous video, I talked about how to play out from the back. So first one is playing out from the back, then a dominating midfield, which is the middle third, and then getting into the final zone to score a goal. That is basically what attacking is categorized as. Then defending would be exactly the opposite. So what they say is, like, let's say the team is trying to build up over here. Goalkeeper, 3 defenders, 8, wide players, 1 striker, perfect. And we are the yellow team. Let's say we are the yellow team, and we are trying to actually defend, and they are trying to build it up from the goalkeeper, let's say. So what you're trying to do in the first phase, which a lot of modern day teams do, is like they'll push high. And they have this kind of one law where they say if you take the goalkeeper out and you have 3 defenders, you want to have kind of a -1 rule. So basically, if you have 2 people building up, you're pressing with 1 person, and if let's say there are 4 people building up over here, then you're pressing with 3 people. So you always want, when you are defending in the final third, if that is your strategy, then you are always pressing in the final third with 1 man -1 is what they call it. And that is a very good strategy which has been used by Liverpool. If you see, like, narrow front 3 and 1 deep person over here, and then they have a cover with their midfielders who are like really machine and engine heavy metal people. So you see that in teams which like to press high. You can see that also with Man City, for example. RB Leipzig, all the Red Bull teams are also this type of really heavy pressing teams. Then furthermore, if you go to the next phase where, let's say, they manage to play out of the back, the team decides to fall back, right? And now we are talking about defense. So defensive organization is key over here, and you can see that they have kind of a little bit of room. And now, as the basic principle of the game is so that you want to be avoiding to too much space for the person on the ball. So what teams try to do is the most danger area is in the center, so they'll try and compact it and let the team play further back. So as they are going nearer to the goal, the opponent team, the yellow team will start pressing faster and faster. So if the ball is played from red team to here, they'll try and it's going to be only light pressure. But if the ball comes over here and it's, you see, okay, now it's danger, then they're like, people will start rushing and trying to really press the ball. So the concept of denying space and time in this area is a very crucial one, and that rush or the rate at which you deny space and time keeps on increasing as the opponent is going towards the goal. So that's a very key factor. It's like the risk increases, so you have to be more aggressive and deny space and time rapidly in and around the goal. An extreme example for that would be like if you have 1v1, then the guy has a lot of space and lot of time to finish, but if there are a lot of defenders there, it becomes naturally very difficult because there are lots of people hurrying him. The technical ability of the players actually gets worse if he has less time and less space. So that's a very important concept which you have to keep in mind, denying space and time in the defensive phase. Now the same concept also applies for other phases such as transition phase, and I will talk about that in the next video.